Hello everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Inspiration Collaboration Design Team Mystery Envelope Challenge. This month, Danielle sent out the mystery envelope and her rules are: you'll receive 3 card kits from me. Your mission, mash them together into one layout of any size. The rules are you must use at least one element from each kit, no skipping. You don't have to use everything. Feel free to cut, fold, stamp, or transform the pieces however you like. So these are cards from a paper pumpkin, which was from May 2025, called Mountain Majesties. And it has lots of cooler colors with greens and blues and mountain scenes and trees. So we have lots of to choose from. And die cuts along with vellum pieces that are die cut. So some are card bases and then some fun envelopes as well. So the pictures that I'm going to scrapbook are from our team retreat last month. We went up to Allen's Park, which is just south of Estes Park in Colorado, and it's right on the edge of Rocky Mountain National Park. And we were able to find a little time to carve out on Saturday afternoon, and a few of us went for a little walk. So included were our upline, Erin Jacobson. She's from CraftyConceptswitherin. And then Cami, who used to be on the InspoCollab team, and Mel, she was on the team too, and Julie. So a bunch of us, we got out there and got some fresh air and did a little walk and managed to get back just before a huge downpour. So it was fun. Okay, so the papers that I'm going to use are from Peaceful Gardens, and then also I'm going to work in some of Country Woods. So my base is going to be Cloud Cover. And I'm using this piece of Country Woods. I'm going to use the same color, same pattern. However, I will extend it to the base. I cut it too short, so I got another one later on and cut it all the way down to the base of where it meets the cloud cover. And then I've made some strips of Peaceful Garden. And some are 1 inch and some are 1.5 inches. And I'm going to stack them over on the margins. And then I also have a strip of the darker, it's a really super dark espresso Country Woods to kind of split things up and leave a border there. So now this one from Peaceful Garden is 3 inches. And then I have another 1 inch and then a 1/2 inch, and we'll stack those on the right side, and we'll follow the same order of the papers for the right panel. So that will be our base. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring the pictures in just to make sure I like how they look. So I have a nice 4x6 group picture. I printed them with a white border. 4x4 of the little stream, and then a bunch of 2x2s of us along the way, and then some of the wildflowers that we saw. So the 3x4 one over on the right side, that's me and Erin together, and more along the way. Yeah, it was really nice to take a break and get some fresh air and go outside, spend some time with some of the members of Erin's team. Okay, so these are some of the die cuts that are part of the kit. I want to use this one with the mountain range and trees. So we'll go ahead and get that popped out. So this kit currently is no longer available. However, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, oftentimes they put the extras on sale on the 21st of the month, and you can get another kit or some of the components of the kit. If you really liked that particular month's kit, you can add on to it. And then there's some dies that you can buy as well if you're a subscriber. Paper Pumpkin is always a surprise every month, but they do a wonderful job, and really nice quality and super easy and quick cards to put together. But we always like to take some of these components and create scrapbook pages with them too, right? So these are vellum pieces, and it's a nice, sturdy, heavy vellum. So I'll pop these out. I'm going to use lots of those. And then I went to my stash, and I did have one of the extra kits, and I pulled a couple more of these die cut pieces so that I could carry the mountain range all the way across the top. So you'll see another one of these tree die cuts later on. So I'm going to layer in these mountains and hills, and we'll just keep adding them. Just figuring out what I have to work with here. So let's pop these out. So that one, I'm going to let it live there for a minute. But later on, I'll change my mind. I was at a retreat and was with my downline Jenny, and she suggested that it looked a little like a desert with that color. So I pulled it, and it made all the difference. Thanks, Jenny. It's a good suggestion. So you'll see that in a second once I start moving things around and the hills in the background start taking shape. A lot of the next few videos, you'll see different work surfaces because I'm at retreats, and I've said before, I'm kind of tinkering with my filming setup. And each retreat, it's different, the table situation and lighting, so work with what you got, right? Okay, so this is better. I still tinkered with it a bit more, but I decided that all of my pictures needed to pop a little bit more on this country woods background. So I cut mats for each one in Secret C. So we'll go ahead and get those added. And then I shifted my pictures over, and then I put that other tree scene down in the bottom right corner. So kind of creating a visual triangle. So these letters are from Alphabet a la Mode, and I cut out my title in Secret C. I cut them 3 times and stacked them. It's a very time-consuming, tedious process, but I like to do it because it really makes a difference, and it makes your letters look like chipboard. So for scrapbook layouts, to me, it's well worth the time it takes to glue them all together and stack them. Okay, so I have my title here. Wasn't really a hike, it was more like a walk. So a walk in the woods. Okay, so this is a new set, and it is called Light and Wonder, and it has some amazing dies, and you can create like a lake scene with mountains in the background and trees. And so this time I'm just going to use the tree lines. There's 2 to choose from. And I'm going to split this one between the 2 pages. So I'll be cutting it, both of them, in half. And then I brought another one in, and I may or may not use it. We'll see. And then another one of the shorter tree lines that I already cut in half. So this is Stylish Shapes, and I'm going to cut a circle from the envelope. I like this pattern here. So I have one circle, and then later on I'll cut a smaller one to put on the left-hand page. And since I've already glued down my pictures here, I'm going to carefully lift them so that I'll be able to slide that circle underneath and just kind of tuck it under the corners there. I have more in store for that circle, but I just want to make sure that it fits first. We'll fuss with it just a little bit. And then I'm going to bring in a set called, let me find it first, Christmas Greenery. And this one has lots of cool dies, and it has this large evergreen or pine sprig. So I cut several of them in Secret Sea. And this set is called Delicate Pines. And yay, Stampin' Up! Has a layered pine cone die to use now. So I'm going to use a couple of pine cones. All right, so I cut some of these sprigs, and obviously they're a little bit big, but we'll figure that out in a second. And then these are the pine cones. So I used the darker espresso country woods paper for the detailed die. And then the base, I used some of the textured metallic paper so that in gold. So the gold will kind of peek through. And then we'll create a cluster over there. But first, with this circle, I want to do a little stamping on it. So this is an older set. It is called Love This Moment, and it has a stamp that has lines like on a notebook paper. So I'm using cloud cover ink, and you can choose whatever color, just a light blue. I just wanted some guidelines to do some journaling on. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this a couple of times on my circle so that I can create a journal block. So get that stamped out, and then we'll line up the stamp again. So now I have lines to write on, and off camera I'll do just a little bit of journaling with the date and where we were. Okay, so now I have my journaling, and I'm going to tuck that back in where it was. Get some adhesive down first, and we'll get that tucked in. And then we'll start working with that embellishment cluster. Make sure everything's straight and glued down. And took a second. Okay, we got it. All right. So don't be afraid to cut your embellishments. If they don't fit, the parts that aren't going to be seen, it doesn't matter. So just adjust them however it works for you. I've seen Erin just tear them, but I just brought my scissors in and clipped them. So now we've got some more workable pine sprigs that are going to fit. And just tuck them in under the corner there. And then I'll layer up those pine cones. I'll have a couple of pine cones with that. And then more sprigs over on the left page. So we'll stack those pine cones. I love how the gold just peeks through. Okay, so this is an old close to my heart set called Great Outdoors, and I pulled that stamp that says The Great Outdoors, and I'm going to stamp in Misty Moonlight on that other circle. It felt like it was a little too empty after I finished putting my other cluster in, so yeah, I'm going to just add this and stamp it down there. I think it finishes that one up nicely. Okay. All right. Now these are the new in color flat pearls, and I'm using the ones that are Secret Sea. I'll go ahead and scatter a whole bunch of these around. I like to scatter them near the embellishment clusters. It kind of leads the eye around. Okay. And we'll call it done. I'm going to bring it a little closer. I will add this video to the playlist, and you can find all the other Inspiration Collaboration Design Team members' mystery envelope projects in the playlist. I'm excited to see what everyone else did with these card kits. And I'll put close-up shots over on my socials, on my Facebook page and Instagram accounts, and I'll make a list of all the supplies that I used in the description below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I'd sure appreciate it. And then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And thanks for watching.